Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Had a stressful day, so my energy level will probably be a little bit de-escalated. But anyway, I'm going to stream on account of you guys deserve it. Oh, I didn't set the game window capture until now. There we are. Low impact. As a human, I'm going to play a human. But I'll play a female. Because they're bumpier in better ways than me. I'm going to roll D20. Mod 9. We rolled a 5. That is a thief. We will roll a random appearance. That's my thief. The armor dice aren't even appalling yet. We'll take care of that. Alright. Which kind of hat am I wearing? Mod 3. 14. That will be determination. Can't even see it. What's the point in that? Fine. Random has spoken. I'll choose ferocity just because that's easy to remember. I'm going to go by the common folk because, hey, I am the common soil of the American West. You know. A moron. Common clay of the American West. It's a movie reference. One of my biggest regrets, not that this matters, 7 will be... I never searched for my true parents. And the gods, mod 6, we rolled a 19, which does not actually fit, so we'll try again. 17, that will be Alyssa. Goddess of beauty, water, and illusion. Well, I am beautiful, and a wet illusion? Yeah, that didn't work. It's already in use? Are you serious? Did I not delete a Fane's Heart somewhere? Did someone steal my name? Well, now I'm confused. I guess I am the, I must be the faux Fane's Heart, then. I can't imagine I didn't...
The human race once ruled Tyria.
Doesn't even make any sense. We'll skip the intro. Pretty pictures and all that, you know. And we will skip the actual defense of Shaymore part of the defense of Shaymar and just run straight to the little instanced bit. Or the final bit of the instance, I should say, which is going on over there. Maybe too late to get into the one that's currently going. We'll see. It's just a way of speeding up the tutorial area. I think we're okay. Tomorrow we'll be doing Guild Wars Reforged, Guild Wars 1. But tonight, due to stress, I'm just going to laze it. No. Door's still open. Well, crap. So this is the circumstance where oh, there we go, the High Modner. And a couple of players. And some NPCs, of course. So, in fact, I did save myself like 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah.
By all 6 gods, what is that thing? It's huge!
Words that Logan Thackeray has never heard.
That, soldier, is a threat, and we're...
Destroy them!
Charge! Take out those giant heads! Watch for debris! Keep your heads down!
Wait, I can't do all of those things at once, Logan. Why are you so dumb?
Rally to me if you need to recover.
Yeah, I dodged too soon. And I got whacked. Alright, that one's got enough conditions on it, it should die.
Fight! Fight for everything you hold dear!
I'm fighting for everything I hold dear. Good evening, Dan. And victory is ours.
It's not dead yet! Brace yourselves! I think it's gonna explode!
3 days later. I've been in a coma. They don't actually say coma, but if you're unconscious for 3 days, that's a coma.
Where am I? What happened?
You were injured when the elemental exploded.
Unconscious for 3
Captain
days.
Thackeray...
Like fine wine, I just keep getting better.
You heard him. Like fine wine, I just keep getting better. Alright, we'll take those.
shiny.
We'll put on the hero's band. We are now level 2. And almost 40%. Let's see what's new in the Black Lion Trading Company. New items. Doesn't look like there are actually any new items. Just old new items. I have not seen that skiff before, I don't think, though. Pretty cool, if, you know, skiffs were useful. Yeah, I know about the adventure guide, thank you.
The fields beyond Shaymore
Are busy, I'm sure. Up, oh, the big one's up. Get a couple of small ones. Victory. Ding 3. That on. Out there. Out there. Here come the cows. We can. Guess they don't. Oh, entertain. You don't have to slash dance, you just have to entertain. They love my entertainment. Cows just can't get enough of me dancing. It's weird.
Another personal victory.
A heart? My kingdom for a heart. Another level? They just keep coming. Well, as I mentioned, I'm going to be a little low energy today, I expect. Sometimes real life doesn't want you to have a nice quiet day. You know? I'm going to go out on a limb, and soon you have experienced that from time to time yourself. I have gotten into in my retirement a very routined existence. And anything taking me out of the routine makes me increasingly uncomfortable. Actually, really healthy, I would say, but... Alright, we've got herpes. I'm sorry, herpes. They have the most horrible sounds, really.
If I was in charge, I'd solve this harpy problem. With kicking.
Any more up here? Any more harpies up here? Almost. This heart is now complete? No, that's the previous heart. Oh my god, I can't. My mathing is failing me. My brain is a little bit uncomfortable, shall we say, today. Oh, there's a harpy. You're not getting away, punk. I showed him. I showed him what for. So we got the feedback from Twitch regarding our both our stream watching and streaming information. Nothing particularly surprising in it, other than, pardon the yawn again, the number of my most frequent viewers whose names I didn't know. If you're one of them, don't be shy about speaking up in chat. But if you're not comfortable, don't. You are under no obligation. We have an event. It is apples. Will I get an apple in time? I don't think so. No, I will not get an apple.
Hit the trees and make them shake.
Oh, maybe I can. Pick up apple. Pick up apple. Pick up apple. Pick up apple. No, I don't think so. I think Paris is the farmhand you have to give those to. Need help around here. Husband, best of luck. Yeah. Yep, he's no longer accepting the apples. So the apples will do me no good, and I will discard them. Sadly. Just about 5 seconds too slow.
I can't bear the conversation. Too many memories.
And hey, without you running, there'd be a serious pie shortage.
Disappointment. My disappointment is complete, and my day is... Yeah, it's not ruined. Well, my day is ruined, but not because of that. That was looting enemies and discovering points of interest. And fighting through trees. I can actually right through the tree. I can stomp this spider egg through the tree and kill the spider through the tree. It's like magic. I am like magic. I have defeated enemies. That's more XP from the adventure thing. That is another heart and another level. We are a leveling machine. I already killed you. Please stay dead. Actually, which one do we want? We think we want that one, right? Did it go where we wanted to? Yes, it actually went where we wanted to. Most of the time it doesn't. Let's go ahead and dodge. I know, for whatever reason, we get credit for 2 dodges there, and dodge out, and we've completed another little achievo. We have new boots. Around here, when we're doing a key farm or leveling up a character for keepsies, do have tradition. Every time we get a new item of attire, we randomize our dice. Wow, that's got to be permafrost. Ooh, frostbite blue, I was wrong. Squash and ocean. Clearly nobody's going to see this thief sneaking up on them. Actually, more likely is I'm going to blind them.
You must like pain.
Kind of depends on the pain. Some pain, sure. Sure, it's fine. It's a moa.
Get over here and help me.
That did not work as intended. Now we'll...
Help me over here!
Alright, we'll go into the cave. We'll murder some baddies. Pick up some stolen stuff. We'll take it back out to the NPC. Easy peasy.
I could use some help!
Someone help me!
I'm helping you. I'm helping you lose weight by draining you of your blood. I'll grant that may not be exactly what you had in mind when you asked for help, but beggars can't be choosers. So I've been told.
No, I'll never...
That's my favorite bit of dying person voice work. A couple of different versions of it, but they all say, "No, I'll never." Ugh. It's just consequences, you know.
Get over here and help me!
Alright, we've got enough bags of stolen stuff. I believe that'll be enough for Cassie. It is enough for Cassie. Part complete. And another level. Don't need that. Blueberries and a pearl. The west pipe is badly damaged. There is a player here. Is this not the bombs? Ah, no, this is defending the workers. The workers are trying to repair the exploded pipes, which means that whoever was here did not successfully complete the defense of exploded pipes, but now the pipes are repaired. And we've completed one of our dailies, I presume. Indeed, we have completed 3 events. Sadly, I'm not of a level where I can drop the nourishment effect generating item I have. So you can, I can use it at any level of the scales, but you can't drop it unless you're level 80. This character, obviously, ain't level 80. Yep, required level 80. If someone were to put it on the ground, I could feast upon it, but grab a hero point. That.
You will be broken.
Grab the lost trinkets. Finish off him. Grab some more trinkets. And a few more lost trinkets will put us close. I don't think it'll be quite enough. Probably have to kill one or two more centaurs. One's probably going to be its fish. And that one is just asking for it. No. In point of fact, one was not. Bad news for this one. Go. Level 8. Let's go ahead and swap it into Land Despair. Because I'm not really all that well versed in Land Spear on a thief. Alright, we'll tidy up the documents because we're a hero. Kill a rat.
More people should learn to barter.
See, we have Barbed Spear. So we're looking at Condis. Rat. Rat. More documents to tidy up. Thank goodness they've got me here. Otherwise, I mean, they'd be totally stuck with no one to tidy their documents. Another daily complete, presumably. Yup, dodging. Will be broken. It doesn't take much to break me. I'm fragile. Nothing gonna be enough? Not quite. Oh, there it is. That. Cut of quality red meat. Used in a lot of ascended cooking. And back over. Can't go there. Here then.
Progress?
Oh, I used a waypoint. That gave me a level. We had a daily for using our implements to gather. Oh, with an axe. That's a little bit less. Cut and dried. Cut and dried. It's. I'm a funny guy, but I'm nowhere near as funny as I like to think I am. How about we make that only 12 to go?
This area supply.
Mind you, this is the logging camp, and there don't seem to be many logging nodes around. I'm just pointing it out. I guess you could make the assumption that they've chopped down all the logging nodes, although I'm sure I'm not. Can we get a map fill in, please? Anytime now would be good. Pardon me, I have to deal with some wood. Dirty. Nine to go. We will do this heart. And then we'll run around to finish off. The leveling process up to this point.
Can I help you?
Do your chores. I don't wanna. Well, of course, nobody wants to do chores. I would assume anyone who wanted to do chores probably was suffering some sort of psychotic break. So we'll finish this and we'll just run around looking for wood to chop and POIs and all of those kinds of things. Finish off the leveling process. That'll get us to chapter 1 of the storyline. Wasp nest. Wasp nest. Rat. Wasp nest enough? It is. Alright, we need 9 more lumberings. We now will need 6 more lumberings. finished our dailies for the account, and we will move on to balls. Good story. One more lumber node. Well, the community have taken over this. Grab the PLI. We are level 10, so now we're just looking. We've got lumber node above us to the left. That should give us the last of the requirements for the daily.
I will find you.
And indeed, it has done so. Almost capped. We need to return to town from the village of Shaymore. I'm the hero of Shaymore, by the way. Not boasting, just pointing it out. This is
Welcome.
my friend Petra. Slowpoke. Although I guess slowpoke is better than no poke. And you could parse that sentence a number of different ways.
Taverns in the city of Somerset. Keep your ears open.
Helps if you don't push the wrong button. You can quote me on that. That was actually, for me, extraordinarily good driving. I am not usually that adept. With the Beetle, I understand Beetle Racing Week has begun. A new course, I think. Grab the POI. Not Knox. I was just thinking about you today. How you doing? Hope you're doing okay. And the reason I was thinking about you is I clicked on a link that was supposed to take me to this year's statistics, and I noticed that one of my top listeners was not Knox. I know you haven't been around much. You've got real life. Also, hours are different. But I said to myself, yeah, these numbers are last year's. But you are welcome here in this year.
Keep walking. If you ain't a friend of Big Nose Ted, you ain't welcome here.
Okay.
Come on, sweetness, just one dance. Let's see where
Thank
it
you for the
takes
poke.
us.
Only if you get a job,
Hey,
a haircut,
watch it.
and a clue.
You
Not
almost
even
spilled my
that.
drink, and I almost had to mop
Okay,
it up.
Uptown
with your
Johnny just
face.
got shot down. Now we're going to fight.
Yes?
Uptown Johnny really gets shot down later. Not okay at all. I'm sorry to hear
I'm
that.
so glad to see you. I heard that you were up and around, but I was still
Very much
worried.
so.
I'm fine. Thanks for coming to see me.
You're looking for a fight, because now you got one. Don't let him
Away
have
from
it.
my dad's quick scissors.
I'm gonna knock you out and you look good doing it.
Help is on the way.
I hope it's just unpleasantness and not like actual life. Where you going, Johnny?
Hurts, doesn't it?
Leave it.
The game is very loud. You know, I had actually noticed that as well previously. Thank you for pointing it out so that I can go back to a more felicitous setting. Not sure why I turned it up. There was something that happened relatively recently.
I'm dying here.
I have no idea. Oh, this is going to be very bad for dealing with this NPC. You can only have one condition on him at a time, and this is a Condi build.
All right, I surrender.
As the random tavern patron?
Is it just me, or am I
Pound
amazing?
you into the ground like,
Like a big nail.
That's enough. I yield.
Chicken.
Hold this position.
Voice is still drowned out by combat as of okay. We'll move the mic closer and also poke at it some more. Dialogue volume is high. Environment volume shouldn't be too bad. Or effects. UI, player instrument volume. My unique item sounds. That should be better.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Oh, come on. I blocked that. How did that knock me down if I blocked it? I have questions. Mind you, I don't know what I'm doing with Thief Spear, so
Okay.
I'm mostly hitting buttons. Let's see. Mantis Sting, Engaging Asp, Falling Spider. That should be Poison, Poison, and Poison. Also a Bleed and Immobilize. Various and Sundry over here. Should be a little bit of bleeding and some weakness. Counts as a lead attack. If the skill follows a finisher skill, it counts as a lead attack. Tried to watch me all year and quit after a minute since you could not hear me well. Well, just let me know in the future. I can try to turn up my own volume on the mic, but I'm not sure that thing works at all. It's weird. I've had volume issues basically since I've been streaming, where some people say everything's fine, and some people say, especially my voice is soft. And I'm at 100% max on the output, so I can't really turn that up anymore unless I'm missing a setting somewhere, which is certainly possible. The skill follows a finisher. Ah, so we make 3 attacks and then distracting throw them. Still counts as a lead attack and grants a bonus. To be fair, it's via YouTube makes a difference. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly have not paid. What I can do is I will try to remember to check the volume on YouTube and see how it sounds to me, and if I can crank up my voice volume.
Let's play who can hit the hardest. I'll go first.
Why don't you go first, Ted? That's fine.
You're dead.
Okay, I will certainly say that I should have dodged that. Did dodge that. Loser. Haha. Loser, Ted, you're a loser. I blocked you, Ted. Ow. Don't think that was necessary, Ted, but fine. You do you.
I give up.
Crying sound is way louder. Okay.
Is it just me, or am I amazing?
And how about the voice there? Is it just me, or am I amazing? I don't have any skills. I probably would like that, to have skills. There are good things about skills. Tricks.
Congratulations to me.
I learned a skill, thank you, but why did you immediately leave that page? Alright, that was level 12. Everything is louder than me. That's weird.
Oh, shiny.
Yeah, I don't want to kill the volume anymore. The application volume anymore. That on Twitch seems to be right. I will look into YouTube. Sorry. Wish I had an easy, instant answer, but I don't. Yeah, I'm under arrest. Blah, blah, blah.
Bandits, thieves, and brawlers. By order of the Ministry Guard.
Rest, Dad. I'll find a way to help you no matter what.
If Sarantine keeps swiping our low-level prisoners, we'll have to start arresting a better class of villain.
Oh, you're so witty. Logan, just so witty. He's not witty. It's another level. Oh, almost. Can't use, can't use, can't use.
Welcome to the big time. Population, me.
Voice is crisp at a good level, but the game just drowns it out. If it had priority. You know, I mean, I can drop it a little more on the master volume. But sound has been an issue for me, off and on, for years, where I cannot seem to find a level that everyone finds good. And it does annoy me. Not that that's particularly news. Annoying me comes natural. Three points. Another trick. And out we go. The vagaries of Windows and streaming. Windows does not handle audio well and never has. It has always been a continuous, non-stop fustercluck since Windows 3.1.1, Windows for Workgroups.
It's a soldier's life for me.
Which is where I started using Windows. Well, let's go in. We're gonna beat up some bandits. Yes.
Petra, what are you doing here? How did...
What is she doing here? She's going to use a goddamn oar to beat the crap out of people.
It feels good swinging Miss Timber again. She's been tucked away behind the bar for too long.
Ted leaves Jake in charge. He just took all the loot away to Oregon.
Yeah.
Look, Moas. They're big. Remember when we used to
Moas.
ride Rancher Meppy's herd?
I've got an idea. What we could do. Look at those feathers fly.
There they go. Look at those feathers fly.
Blasted Moas are out.
See if it still drowns me out.
Under control.
There are those who would consider that a blessing.
Is it just me? Or does
It's that
everyone taste
do-gooder
weird?
from the bar. Recruits, kill this clown.
The slobs who messed up the bar. They're supposed to be in jail.
Little help?
What's all that racket down there? Pipe down. You got me. Rookies, bleeding useless.
Next verse,
I need
same as the
backup over
first.
here.
Someone get over here and help me!
Alright, he should bleed out. He didn't bleed out. Why did you not bleed out, dude? So unhelpful. Haha. Now these guys got to get their boots repaired. Have a separate sound card? No, I'm going in from the motherboard.
Dead. I'm Big Nose Ted's right-hand man. Hey, keep your hands off me. Okay. I surrender.
And someone's coming up from behind. Ha-ha! Pick up that.
When you get to the mist, tell him Twitchy Jake sent you.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Don't you know who I am? I'm famous. You're kidding, right? Everything bad.
Got 'em all.
I've got to get these supplies back to the Seraph. I'll bring your father what he...
I'll see you soon.
We exit. Hop on our bug.
I could use some help.
Head back to Lieutenant Idiot. And now back to the Salma district. Home sweet home. Pardon the yawn. It's not you, it's me.
You're back. They're upstairs. Take a left.
I just realized I got gloves and I did not change my dyes. I apologize to all of you. What we have now is sunset, emerald, and midnight green. That's not bad, actually. Christmassy, very, very seasonal. Ooh, yeah, quit complaining. Here's your medicine, you big drama queen whiner. Barmaid Barbara. Barbie.
Captain Thackeray, What are you doing here?
We came to check
Sound
on the
levels are
tavern
better,
keeper.
but considering you dropped
And on
25%,
you.
it should have had more
Where are my
noticeable
manners?
impact. Interesting.
Allow me to introduce Countess Anise, master exemplar
Anise,
of the
we
Shining
know
Bl-
she's
Cover work is tricky. To pull this
sarcastic
off,
and
you'll have to
annoying
eat, breathe, think,
and
stink like a
really
cat.
old, as best we can determine. And a pistol.
And that's that.
Let's go. You can't go wrong with pistol, thief. Seriously, you can't go wrong with pistol, thief. Really good. Can't wear. Could use, but I don't think I've ever used that except with my Daredevil. Let's try it out. Salvage and salvage. Another level. A new mask. New mask is new attire. New attire is new dyes. I hope you enjoyed the Christmas theme as it's over. Here we go. That's not Christmassy. Buttercream, royal purple, and enameled rain. The enameled dyes are some of my favorite dyes. Oh, in this case, it's just a tiny little splash of it. Buttercream. Now I want dessert. What did you miss in Guild Wars 2? Spear and Thief, interesting to play. I was just poking at it. It's not poking at it. It's not something I've played, so I don't know the rotation or it's Condi weapon. That's about all I could tell by a quick scan. Guild Wars 2 had their latest expansion. I don't know, is it a month ago now? Something like that. One sec, I can tell you exactly when. Guild Wars 2 on the 28th of October. So yeah, pretty much a month. The new expansion is good. New elite specs for every class. Some of them are comically overpowered right now. You know, as is tradition. Tomorrow, Guild Wars 1 Reforged is released. That's Guild Wars 2 adjacent. Don't know if you ever played Guild Wars 1. Generally, most of the spear builds were interesting for the various classes that I have played to any substantial amount. The new elite specs are
All politicians are crazy.
pretty good.
Just accept the fact and get on with life.
Some are overjuiced, but that's to be expected. I would assume a couple of them are underpowered, but I couldn't point you at which ones. Never played Guild Wars 1. Guild Wars 1 is, well, tomorrow you can buy all three of the the two expansions in the base game for $20 tomorrow. And they're updating things like the UI and some of the graphics knobs and stuff. It's not a huge sort of revamp. It's more of a refreshening than a reforged, I would say. And Guild Wars 1 is, they call it a CORPG, a co-op online role-playing game, and I think that's pretty accurate. There are shared social spaces and then co-op instances, single-player / co-op instances. And if you're not in a group with other players, you get mercenaries helping you out. I'm now wearing cool bandit clothes. You playing WoW at that time? I was too. I did buy the original Collector's edition, even. Tried a number of times to get into it. The last time I finally succeeded in getting a character to the cap, which is the level cap is 20. It's not a power cap. And with the help of a number of viewers, helping them out with advice and in some cases some goodies as well. I've not sat down at a computer in over a year except for a few lambs. I can't even imagine. And that says more about me than you, for sure.
Welcome to the barbecue.
And here is the best piece of dialogue in the game. I give you Uptown Johnny.
I'm Uptown Johnny, baby. Man plus.
And she just walks away and shrugs to the other person. Uptown Johnny, baby. Man plus.
What?
And for Blaze, we need diffuses.
Hurry up. Blaze wants those fuses.
Drakes are getting a little cozy with it. You sure about this?
I was.
I'm going to take the fuses, take them over to Blaze, a victim of nominative determinism, in that he has terrible burns on his face and is named Blaze. These fuses? Yep. And back to Captain Logan Thackeray. Not too much more for the key farm. And after the key farm, I will be going off to the new maps. So Nod Knox, if you're still going to be around, you'll be able to see the new maps. And I'm going to do the hearts on the new maps.
Replenishing.
Is that a subscription service for cheap razors? In his case, he was clean shaven, and that's about the most positive thing we can say about him. It's bad. Ted plans to burn down Vanguard Hospital and Queen's Heart Orphanage. I'll help cover the orphanage. We'll let Lieutenant Francis let the veterans burn.
Ted thinks we can't be in two places at once. But that's why the gods...
How about a marksman's jacket? Yeah. Because the other alternative is so fugly. Really, it's appalling. And that. I got that there. Focus we can't use. Chance we can't use. And the spear. Slightly better than the one we've got. Okay. New attire. Once again, new dies. Drum roll, please. Yeah, that's good. Those are good thief colors. No one will remember you walking around in the place where there was a robbery. Enameled Morning Glory, Apricot, and Dark Chocolate. And I'm going to AFK for just a second to refill my coffee cup. I will be right back.
May Balthazar strengthen you.
Long live the Queen.
Got questions? I got answers. The Mist War awaits.
Dark times call for sacrifice.
Two fights left. And we'll get our key. Around. Maybe you're sleep deprived and exhausted from physical labor. Got this year's baby COVID virus. Jeez. You think you could exchange that at the store for something a little bit less, you know, dreadful? Arson at the orphanage? Probably worse than orphan at the arsonage.
Stop them before the fire spreads.
Look at him run.
Burn down
Burn.
the Seraph. Finish the job. Torch the flame.
I want a full building sweep. Move, move, move. Knock you out and look good.
It's Uptown Johnny, baby. Man plus. Remember him? Maybe you don't.
Math time, kids.
How many bombs does it take to set a city on fire?
That was defeating 25 out of 25 enemies. Thank you. God, that's like the third time I've done that in the last week or week and a half. You being awake at 3 in the morning. Yeah, that is, I'll pass on that personally if I could. I've had a very, very stressful day. But, I don't think it quite matches.
Mir's help, I will protect you.
You will pay for your disrespect.
Time to do some real damage.
I just generally react badly to anything that takes me out of my routine. Ooh, another level. And a pistol. An even better pistol. I like pistols. I'm using 2 of them right now. Let's equip that in the main hand. And equip that in the offhand. We'll come out to the applause from the kids.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey kids, remember, don't do drugs.
Thanks to you. Cormier bless you.
We'll run over here. Right now we should get a dialogue. There it is. We'll skip it. Talk to Lieutenant Francis.
Francis, what's the situation here? We got all the people out, sir.
Who tells us he got all the people out, and then there's an explosion. And he gets asked again, and he says, no, we didn't get them out.
Francis, tell me you got everyone out of there in time. No, sir. Sorry, sir. We got some of the people clear, but there were still people inside when it...
You're an idiot, Francis, and you're not much better, Logan. got some more points. Not that we're going to need them. But you might as well spend them. Out we go. One more fight. Open a box, and then we're off to Castora. Pardon the yawn. I didn't even notice you, the dude. How you doing? My apologies for not noticing you. I feel shame.
Oh, shiny.
And now I must commit Sudoku. That goes away. That goes down there. Can't wear. Can't use. Not useful. Usable, but not useful. Okay, Anise and Logan. Oh, and this has the worst, most terrifying line in the game. Anise uses the words Logan and hard on in the same sentence.
And on everyone else. The Queen doesn't expect.
You're too hard on yourself, Logan. No, you don't need to hear that. And Anise. Redoing a drainage and floors in the dairy. You've carried all the cheese and other related products to temporary storage about 2 times. I'll definitely pass on that. No worries at all. Sorry to hear about a stressful day. Hope you have a chillini. That's what I'm trying to do. As I was saying, I do not deal well when I am taken out of my routine. I inflict enormous amounts of stress on myself. Skip that.
Rally to me. Shield formation. I can't be seen.
Get him, Logan. Charge. Charge him, Logan. Hey, who's shooting at me? That's no fair. I'm pretty sure you've got to wait for me to start shooting. It's in the rules somewhere, I think. I can't quote them. Sorry, Serentine. All right, I did dodge that, by the way. All right, we got her.
That was exhilarating.
And key. Yay. At level. Yay. This is a standard key farm character, so they will not be surviving the evening.
Begin destruction protocol.
Alright, those 3 things we will sell. For the cash monies, we'll sell all that to the vendor. Had something even resembling a routine every day as a roll on the D100 chaos table. Yeah. Oh, D1000, that's even worse. So, back in my old D&D days, one of my friends, inspired by a game master we used to occasionally have run games for us. Actually, somewhat well known if you're an old game player, a guy named Dave Hargrave. Hargrave had was a big proponent of whimsy, weird things happening. And he had a couple of charts of 100 items that you would randomly get. My friend embraced it, and like the last time I heard, he had like 15 different D100 charts with 100 different random things that could happen to you.
Seize the moment.
What is it? I'm not sure about
So to me, those will always be whimsy tables. Hargrave did the Arduin books, the Arduin Grimoire. Sell, and sell. We need one Black Lion chest. And we're going to open it up and hopefully get something nice. We will get a Black Lion statuette. We will get a Black Lion material bag for Vision of Eternity. We'll get 2 commons. Good ones here are, if we're lucky, the die kit and the unlocks. Crafting mats are also fine. Things I don't need are transportation charges, revive orbs, an item for 1 gold. Teleport to friend. I don't need those. Oh. In the uncommon, we have sort of a... They're kind of a 50-50 fire and earth weapon skins. Fire and earth. Which are kind of nifty. I don't know if they ever did any others that were like that. We have the blazing cape and cloak combo. Cloak and glider, I guess. I would like the Asuran Conjured Doorway. I think it's actually dyeable. And that is a replacement for the conjured one you get with Secrets of the Obscure. In the rares, we have the Dragon Essence. I got this one as a random, and it's pretty good. It's a hammer, but it looks like a little dragon when it's stowed, and when it's wielded, the axe and hook come out as if dragon's breath. It's not bad at all, though. Nice to have a 2-hand axe-looking skin.
Live well.
And then there's the super rares, which of course I'll never get. Here we go. We'll get a common, and hopefully a 5th box to appear. That's an uncommon or better, and that is a 30% chance. No, 10% chance for that. My bad. Teleport to France? I don't know. I don't speak much French, but I can certainly appreciate the cuisine.
What is it?
Gimme!
Oh,
Nope.
shiny.
Bad ones. I got, that was a not particularly felicitous bunch of things. The Black Lion miniature claim ticket, the Black Lion statuette, revive orb. Yeah, that was not a good result.
Sweet, sweet loot.
Okay, so now the second thing we're going to do, having finished that, we're going to toddle off This is my new outfit for Lens. What do you think? But he is on Shipwreck Strand, and we're going to do the hearts for the new expansion. New expansion is good. I got bit by a number of bugs early on. They've been squashed.
Think you'll stick around long? I hear those Astral Ward are working on connecting some waypoints to the
Mail. Oh, that's the roller beetle. Let's see. South Sun Cove. There's a new course in South Sun Cove.
Kurt'll be fine.
I don't know. How about you? Think you'll stay?
This is Kanak's new pub.
Well, I don't see the harm in a little sabbatical from my prior commitments in Radasum.
All right, let us start
like a
with
story
the...
I'd like to
We
hear.
almost have this heart complete.
On our next break, it's a
Presumably from a
whole
different
thing.
character. So we'll just do the new Kaineng style ramen. Pork, herbs, noodle, cabbage. 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 Noodle cabbage. That'll be enough. We'll just stop right there. That's a heart complete. We'll move that. We don't need that. I didn't pick that up. So, let's see where we are on this heart. We need to do it 2 more times to finish out for the achieve. And then I think 3 more times to get all of the achievement points out of it.
I'm no stranger to putting a rowdy drunk in their place. Heck, I've been the drunk.
The next
But
heart
these Testorans are pent up.
is over here. Yeah, it is a good looking... A bit... Oh, it looks good. Thank you. Understated? Yes. Well, I think that's important. For the record, those are the legendary chest and pants. Of course, any pants I wear, they're legendary. Those are the open world PvE ones.
You got a work ethic to rival any hole gardener I ever met. Help's always appreciated.
I believe we give a seashells to that guy? No. He's an elementalist, you know. They're very flamboyant.
Hey, look who it is. The favorite newcomer with a cannon for an arm.
All right. What are we doing here? We are knocking coconuts out of trees. You're using coconuts.
Make a fine soup with this. Add a little seagrass.
Bonk. So weirdly, the hearts in this expansion, for the most part, are sort of surrounded by mini hearts, where there are activities you can do, but you can't finish the heart out in most cases by just doing one activity. For instance, this one you'll run out of either coconuts to knock down or stones to knock them down with. And I missed on that one, which did not help. You might wonder, Lens, how on earth could you miss an enormous coconut tree? And the answer is practice.
Help a young one in need. Join us.
Grab another stone. Knock down another coconut. I am cuckoo for coconuts. Let's see how many additions to the sandcastle we can make. I need the bucket. Where's the bucket? And I Supposed to have a bucket. Isn't there supposed to be a bucket? Oh, there's the bucket. The thing clearly labeled bucket is the bucket. I don't know why they wouldn't label it more clearly as bucket than just putting the bucket there. Honest, it just seems like an oversight. And that's all you can do on that one. It's like 2. Don't know why. Seems a little strange to me. My nuts? Am I nuts? Yes. I'm assuming that's what you meant. As in, am I nuts, not my nuts. So you're as in you are nuts, not your nuts as in my nuts. Maybe we'll just let that be. All right, let's see. We got something going on here. It is rats. Ladies and gentlemen, plague rats.
Let's light them up. Urge to kill rising. Scorch them. I'll stay strong.
This is one of the new specs. By the way, this is Evoker. Evoker is best known for allowing you to park in a single attunement. So you'll note all 4 of my F1 through 4 all are the flame element. Need one more something to finish out this heart. Ghosts returned. Yeah, I don't think I can make it. Also, I don't think I'd get any heart credit for that. Sad to say. Let's see. Castaway Shelton is the one I think who looks for shells.
Lend me
now this lot.
Shelton who looks for shells. Makes sense. So we grab a seashell. I don't know if this actually gives us any progress either. We are just a whisker away.
I don't want to get my hopes up.
No, I don't know exactly what that dialogue does or that NPC entails or any of that there stuffs. So the mechanic basically is you park yourself in an attunement. You occasionally hit F5. I think every 2 attacks you can hit F5, and then after 3 F5s, the F5 gets jacked up to be much more powerful. Something like that. Children found. This will be the last we need. Go back to Casey, you little punk. Tell you kids, man.
Brilliant woodwork. And all of your materials were salvaged from wrecks.
Aye. Most of the scrap we find is unusable.
Kids are just trying to drive poor Casey crazy.
He talks. Don't laugh. Can you get him?
Time to go already.
Yes, time to go already, you whiner. You kids today have got it easy. Really not getting much progress on that at all until I guess the end of the event. Get back here, you little punk. Would you stop running away? I suppose beating the children would probably be frowned on, right?
Plague rat problem's never going away if we don't take care of the big one. Folks, don't laugh. Can you get him?
There we go. That's 2 hearts done.
I think I love you.
500 karma.
Any chance you'd babysit while I go check out that new pub? Please? Please?
Right, and 1 more heart on this map. There are 3 hearts in each of the 2 maps. They are repeatable. Similar to the way it was done in Janther Wilds. Although Janther Wilds continued to reward you much longer than this one does. Whoops, we've got... I got here too late. Yep, got there too late for the event. Story of my life. Lens, you're late. Alright, we can't talk to her. That one just got beat up. I think we get advancement credit for the heart if we do the adventure, which is over here. At least I thought it was. Isn't it? I think so. It's Castaway called us. We'll swap to the skimmer, which is the new version of the skimmer mount. The new and improved. Wait, what was that? Not the one? Participate in nearby event. Yeah.
Watch out for swimmers and whirlpools on the way down here.
Go. I would prefer it they hadn't changed.
I hunt
Skimmers on
minerals
me.
inland, a mission of great import. You want to take part? I can see it. Join me.
So there are a number of hazards you must avoid. There are whirlpools, there are swimmers.
From making it down
110, 560. That is a new record for me. My previous record was like a 111 something. I trimmed, I don't know, like a second off of my time. You guys are lucky. Phone dying, upgrading to a big screen. Works flawlessly with your TV. Well, thanks for hanging anyway. Nice having you back here, Knock Knocks. Take care of yourself, please. And I was so inspired by you, I set a personal best. 29th fastest that's been done today. I'll have them now. And they did give me some credit for progress on the heart. I'm studying the tide pool. When I was in 6th grade, my family moved. New kid, new school. Of course, I'm nervous, you know. Don't know what to expect. First day in the new school. Field trip to the tide pools. I think that was a really good start. I mean, field trips, like, they were always just absolutely the best in grammar school for starters. Let's turn this in. And there's an event over here. Turtles. Gotta get into the water. Okay, we got turtle bait. I will pick up some turtle bait. I will bait a turtle. We'll get the turtle to over here. The turtle will go into the water. Turtle bait. Sea turtle. Still following? He is. Out he goes.
Strong.
No. Gotta have bait before you can pick up a turtle. I didn't get a turtle. I clicked, but did not get a turtle. I would like to complain. I'm going to have to notify my Congress critter.
A drop in the ecological bucket.
Turtle bait. Sea turtle. See? Turtle.
A drop in the ecological bucket.
Turtle bait. Hear a little squeaky noise. There we go. Got another 28 seconds. Do I have any hearts on this guy? 2 Lowland Shore and 10 Shipwreck Strand. Yeah, use a couple of those. That's what we're going to do. To finish up this, we will let the timer go down on the event, and then we'll see if it's 2 or 3 turn-ins. Finish out the heart. Should be 2. Might even be 1. Probably 2. What do you got for sale? I would like a writ of renown, please. Now we're going to need a second. Worth it for me. Right, so that is the hearts. Oops, we don't want to get caught up in another tangle about who killed who. Me? I'm not a PvPer. Sorry. I am not skilled enough. And I am terrified both of the skill floor to be bad, let alone, you know, actually okay. And then the skill ceiling is just incredibly high. And sadly, I'm not a good enough player, and I'm an old man with crappy reflexes and a whole bunch of reasons that I would not ever be good at PvP. Did we not get... Look, I know I've been there. Did I seriously not get any of the waypoints in the second map? I evidently did not. All right, well then, we'll do something about that now. Yeah, the only games I've ever done much PvP in were Lord of the Rings Online, where mostly it was, well, exclusively, it was what's called the Moors, where people playing evil characters fight against actual players. You're playing their regular characters. You could create evil-only PvP characters. You couldn't create PvE characters that were evil. Nonsense, I'm just stepping aside for the kids to have... Yes, otherwise I would wipe them all. That's exactly what would happen. We're going to go with that. And the other one that I played a reasonable amount of PvP in was Star Wars The Old Republic. I didn't even have that. I am stunned, shocked, and appalled. Now, Star Wars The Old Republic actually had something I really, really liked in one of their modes. They had an asymmetric PvP mode that was really cool. Basically, one side was on offense, one side was on defense. You'd play through it, and then you'd swap. And if both guys managed to win on offense, which could happen, then it was down to time. And if neither side managed to... Done this one? Must have, right? Yeah. And if neither side completed successfully the offensive, then whoever had come closest. But I liked it because it was asymmetric. You know, it wasn't sort of the standard 3 control points type of mechanic that is so prevalent in MMO PvP. It was very cool. Yeah, I found none of the waypoints on this map. Just 7 of the hero points while I was leveling up the new elite spec. Which I'm going to go out on a limb means this character has done literally none of the hearts on this map. It's got its ups and downs. Well, large-scale PvP, I think, is very interesting. Guild Wars 2 has, World v. World. And that one I have played some. Enough to get 2 Gifts of Battle. So, by no means an enormous amount. Hold on a sec, I'm going to have to press buttons. But enough to get something of an appreciation for it. I find that more interesting than... maybe because it's just more... It's less demanding than structured PvP. Where you really have to not only know your own class, but you kind of have to know the other classes and specs as well. I do like the way... that didn't give me any progress. Not happy about that. I do like the structured PvP in Guild Wars 2 because it's normalized. It is actually about skill. So many MMOs reward you for being good in PvP by making you better in PvP with better gear. I just think that is exactly the opposite of the way it should be. And so normalizing it the way Guild Wars 2 does is, I think, if you're looking for actual skill-based PvP, is better than most MMO versions of PvP. I believe I've played a grand total of 2 games of Push, and I think that's all of my PvP experience. The useless Samsung interface has locked chat to the phone and does not accept any other input on the TV while YouTube is on, so no keyboard for typing in chat. My normal response would be to bang it on the table I'm not sure that actually makes things better. But it is a nice cathartic. And I have watched a good deal of PvP for Guild Wars 2. But it also has a pretty high point of entry to understand what's going on. Pardon the yawn. It's not you guys, I promise. Ugh. Ideally, there's World PvP where the gear matters and then a separate mode for structured PvP, but obviously Guild Wars 2 has no World PvP. Well, I mean, it has the World v World, and you can get in. I don't remember what level. You can get in at lower levels, and gear matters a little bit for those differences, because I don't think that's normalized at all. So if you go in at like level 70 and you're, running around in your standard players collection of greens and yellows, you're definitely going to notice it against an 80 in, exotics or ascendants.
Lend me your daring heart. That feels good. I'm bleeding.
Cyborg tech samples, okay. Only letting me carry one at a time, huh? God, that's a mechanic I absolutely detest. Oh, somebody's been here killing stuff. We'll grab these. They're closer. Just like walking around Queensdale and fighting people. Well, I'm a huge fan of alternate rule set servers in MMORPGs. Now, that's not something the Guild Wars team has chosen to implement, and I'm not sure how easily it could be done technically or,
I have an idea.
in terms
I'll
of
need more to know if it will work.
code-based requirements and the like. But I think, there are some MMOs that do more experimenting with alternate rule sets. For instance, I would describe WoW's remix servers are alternate rule set servers. I would say the same holds true for when they did their extraction shooter. Or sorry, it wasn't extraction shooter. It was the Last Man's Battle Royale mode. And EverQuest and EverQuest 2 run a significantly large number of alternate rule set servers, and it's a mechanic I find enjoyable. Well, I mean, I would think that the server infrastructure could probably handle it. I mean, they used to have different actual, soft servers.
I can inject code through this particular channel. This should be able to alter their programming. Quick, take this device and use it on the creatures.
I think I'm out of the area? No, I'm not. Oh, okay, M3, got it. But my memory is that didn't actually calm them. Let's go ahead and drop some bombs on people. I mean, I'm using the calming. Hey, I calmed one of them. I guess they have to be low enough in health. Oh, that's another mechanic I flippin' hate. Oh, well, I can't calm this thing down because it's not effective. So you have to get them way down and then hit them with the device. And it's just a mechanic I've always just hated.
Seems like we're finding a lot out there. Strong.
Just make sure you bring them all to me first.
Eat my dust!
We're here for the Legions first and foremost.
Oh, not quite there yet, but close. No, right now I still have to finish out all of the repeatable hearts for the expansion, as I haven't been playing the expansion very much for the last couple of weeks. So I'm just doing hearts. Earlier I did a key farm, and now it's just going to be hearts for a while.
Curious.
Not the most exciting stuff, but then today I have had a rather stressful day, so I need to chill out. One more interesting thing. Ooh, we've got ducks. I'm going to draw a duck. I wish instead of the splodges and circle, we actually got a picture of the thing we were drawing as the right one. So a little picture of a ducky would be nice. Alright, so this heart's done. Yeah, I'm mostly just a PvE-er.
Target destroyed.
Old timer though, from launch. Actually, from beta. Alright, that's the first heart. Second heart is there, I do believe, to the northwest. Whee! Okay, bonk. I enjoyed the wee part of that more than the bonk part. Did I miss it entirely? No, I'm still aimed in the correct general direction. It's just further away than I thought. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Sorry, it's... Can't help it. Just brings to mind Born to be Wild. Keep installing and uninstalling over and over. I have a number of games that I do that on. This has not been one of those, but I do have a number of games where, oh, I feel like playing X again. Install, play for an hour. Well, I'll play some more later. And then 2 weeks later I need, or 2 months later, I need the disk space. And it gets uninstalled until the next time I want to play. The roller beetle is, well, all of the mounts. You know, I am not, I will never hesitate to complain about things in any game I like. Any game. To complain about things in any game, whether I like the game or not. Obviously, I've got more than 5K hours in this game. I like it. But I will complain about the things that I don't like. The mount system is just, they knocked it out of the park. Do I have quibbles with a couple of them? Of course I do. I have quibbles with everything.
This place is pretty incredible.
Lend me for daring heart.
Seems like a good way to feed a lot of naive young hunters directly into the mouths of these beasts.
For instance, the roller beetle is the fastest ground mount, but it doesn't turn well at all. The griffin in the air is as fast as the beetle, but it doesn't have the instant acceleration. You have to start from height, altitude, to gain momentum to go. The sky scale is extremely versatile, but doesn't really stand out at anything. Just it's really good at everything. The sky scale has some things about it I don't like. If you mount up on the sky scale, here, like this, you can see it has an F1 button. The F1 button disables the ley line flying. If you fly into a ley line, you can turn it on or off as to whether it takes you, shuttles you along a very high velocity along the ley line. There are two other functions I would love to see get the same treatment where they became F keys. I would love to see the wall clinging and God, I'm forgetting one. My brain is turning to chutney. There are a couple of functions I would also like to see get the same treatment where they get F keys. And that's my only complaint about it. Other than that, it'd be perfect. Yeah, the Griffin is as fast as the Beetle if it has a full head of speed, but it requires altitude. At least the experiments I have seen. Now, that may not hold true if you're using the acceleration that you get charges of, where you use the stamina. That may change the dynamics, but just going fast, they seem to be the same. But you have to be good at flying the Griffin to keep it going at that speed. Whereas it's much easier to keep speed up on the Beetle. You've ever seen a really good Griffin rider? It's bonkers what they can do. Now, a couple of them aren't as useful as they used to be. The bunny used to be great for crowd control, for brake bars. Now, I think it has been... one of the other ones is better, I think, now, but I'm not positive. How did I fly through that and not... back and forth and not get the waypoint? But they have been improving the mounts. The Warclaw got improved in Janther Wilds. The Skimmer got improved here. Heard some people say the Griffin is better than the Skyscale. Skyscale is much more universally useful. If you're going from one place to another, especially if you're starting at altitude, the Griffin is better. But it has, we were talking about skill caps and skill floors. It's got a higher skill floor, and skill cap. I am a poor, I can't collect anymore. I am a poor driver of the Beetle, but I'm a terrible driver on the Griffin. I'm just bad. No, it used to be, but I would say now for a lot of purposes it's not. It used to be, I would say, yeah. Because that's all you saw people in. But now, the fact is that you often will see people in completely other things. Wow, I did not mean to go that far back.
There's one to remember me by.
Oh, that's not good. Not good. I am not good in this. Let's try to not die here. That's just a suggestion from me to me.
I'll stay strong.
Pick up some meat. That is as gross as it sounds.
Over here. The ley lines are searching.
Now, I stick with the Skyscale most of the time simply because most of the time it's not your best option. But it's never, like, not an okay option, if that makes sense. Got more fruit. Didn't get...
Daring heart. Strong.
I got 2 things of meat, and once again, I will complain about any of the mechanics where you have to deliver something and can only carry one at a time. It's just such an annoyance.
Actually pull in the water as well.
Meat. Avoid receiving damage. Did I take damage? No, I did not take damage. Have the meat. No, it is the most usable. It's basically usable in just about any circumstance, which in a way, yeah, that does make it overpowered.
Lend me your daring heart.
Scorch them.
Are you dead yet? Yes, but you didn't drop any meat. Curse you! Lens needs meat. Yep, I can't pick up any more fruit. That's what another thing I was... Ooh, little snot sneaking up on me. Not a fan. That's right, burn and bleed. And oh, you've got friends. I don't think we needed the friends, strictly speaking.
Chill rising.
Hey, we got meat. And that will be this one. That leaves us with 1 heart to go. As an example of a amount that doesn't really have a use case anymore, it has such a narrow use case, is the turtle. Basically, because it's a multi-player, a 2-player mount, it's great for moving a friend around from one place to another. Say you want to get them to Cantha. You teleport yourself to Cantha, and they're on your turtle with you. Boom, they're in Cantha. That kind of stuff. Soto made a sky scale easier to get, but it's a slightly different feature. The masteries of the Soto one are slightly different than the ones that you get from Living World Season 4. The effect of it is worth doing to get full function. If you have, like I did, Living World Season 4, it's worth doing the Soto one to get additional. Basically, it powers up the Living World Season 4 abilities, so they're better. And on the other hand, if you have the Soto one, you might want some of the abilities that the other one has, and that would be a reason to do the Living World Season one. Soto is significantly easier. And for that matter, the Living World Season 1 is a lot easier than it used to be, due to the Seasons of the Dragons achievements that you can complete like half of an achievement and get 250 currency for the map. And so that makes getting the 250 currency for each of the Living World Season 4 maps much easier. All right, where is that last heart? South of me, I know. I think it's here. Now, in Soto, very, very early on, you get the Sky Scale, but the Sky Scale you get is Soto only until you finish out the full collection. Yes, I do not have a problem with making it more accessible, is the way I would put it. I don't have a problem with that. I could understand why some people go, I earned it the hard way, and you've been flying it for over 6 years.
So that's
we want new players to have access to the cool mount. We don't want to make them buy all of Living World Season 4 to get it and play through it all. Same thing with the War Claw in Janthier Wilds. You know, you don't want to force new players to do a bunch of World v World to get the War Claw. And here, you don't want to force them to buy Heart of Thorns, sorry, Path of Fire to get the Skimmer. And theoretically, in every case, you know, they're improving the mount you already have if you already have it. So you really shouldn't complain about the functionality being better. A game like this that's just, you know, it's been around for a while. You want to try and give new players a reason to stick around, I guess is the way I would put it. If that makes any sense. I'm dying. And I'm still dying. Let me get out of that. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. I think I'll go for a walk. Oh boy, I almost died. I played carelessly. Too busy running my mouth. Lens does like to yap.
Check out this one. It seems to be a kind of arcane sieve, used for separating out different kinds of magic.
I mean, it's pretty common these days for special things you get in a game, like, say, Twitch drops, right? That a year or two later, they'll be added to the game. And there will always be some people who will complain, but that was supposed to be special. It was special for a year. Now everyone gets it. I can understand why some people will be upset about that kind of thing, but for me, you know, it doesn't really affect me. You know, there are a few things if I've paid money for, I don't think I would want them, you know, universally shared out to everyone else. For instance, I bought, ooh, bad guy. I'm not going to get there in time. I did get there in time, I think. I bought right when it came out. I waited, bought it at midnight at Fry's Electronics. Your best buys are always at Fry's. Ooh, got an exotic. And I bought the collector's edition. The collector's edition came with 3 specific pets. I don't think those pets are available to anyone else. And because, you know, I went out of my way, it's nice to have that little piece of, you know, in-game merch that I can lord it over the plebs with, so to speak. You know, show that I'm an old-timer.
I can't believe how many of these artifacts have worn.
They're not plebs. Well, some of them are undoubtedly plebs, but they're not all plebs.
But nowhere else is safe from the inquest.
I would say I am less attached to things like titles, generally speaking, than I am to some cool looking cosmetic, but that may just be a me thing. Pop me up in the air, Daddy. Please. Thank you. Oh. Alright, we'll wait for it to bounce me. And after it bounces me, we step in. God damn it. So I can understand why people get overly worked up about some things. But generally, I'm not one of the people who gets overly worked up about that kind of thing. I imagine if I really, you know, felt something was over the top, I would have a problem with it, but to date I can't think of anything specific. Most of the time, like say, ooh, it's gonna be close. Dune Awakening, the Twitch drops were architectural pieces. And I really, oh, that was bad. I don't see any reason why I would care if somebody else got access to, a Twitch drop for something like that. Generally, especially with a game like this, anything that brings more players in, I think is good, is healthy for the game. So I'm not likely to, raise much of a fuss about anything like that. All right, Lens, try not to hit the wrong button this time.
Armored up.
All right, I'll probably need a bunch more of those. We have another event going on. What's the event over there? Trigv. Trigv, where you at? There's Trigv. I will escort him. I'm not sure what I'm protecting him from, but I'm sure it's important. Right, Trigv?
Armored up.
You doing something here, dude? You don't seem to be. Am I supposed to be? Can I help by doing damage to this thing? To the rocks? The rocks are burning. They're showing damage numbers. I'm 99%. I have been doing damage, and they're not. Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's probably bugged. Sorry, Trigv. I think you're probably bugged. I can't help you.
Eat my dust.
I'm running. Must run faster. Must run faster. There we go. A little bit of gliding helps. Totally not cheating, by the way. Getting close. 3 or 4 more, I would expect. This was my initial main. This is it's the first character I created on launch day. Character name is Lens. And frankly, you don't get a 4-letter name that reads out in English if you weren't playing in the first couple of days. My assumption is that Dave, Bob, and Steve were probably all taken 5 minutes into the game. Now, funnily enough, Lens wasn't taken, but 5 minutes later, when I tried to create a character named Spongo, Spongo was taken. Now, Spongo is a German insult, so maybe that's why Spongo was taken. But I was surprised. That's it. That is all of the hearts complete. I'm going to guess we're at like 8 or 9 on this heart. 8. We've done it 8 times. No. Yeah, originally it was going to be just Spongo, but I had to go with Spongo Smallberries, not Knox. Which is the name of my burglar in Lord of the Rings Online. He's a hobbit, hence Spongo Smallberries. He has 2 cousins. He has Zonko, he has Globos Smackbotty and Zonko Shortwood, and Zonko and Spongo are part of the same overall family, which is the Shortwood Smallberries family. Yeah, dick jokes. I know. What can I say? I'm a child.
I tell you, I may not go back at all.
There's something to be said for the life out here.
Have you acquired a brain parasite or something? I've nearly been eaten 3 times since I got here. I'm sick of feeling...
Also, I have to admit, I stole small berries from a movie called Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. There's a character named John Smallberries. It was such a great name. I feel no shame for stealing. All right, well, I got everything done that I wanted to get done. That's nice. I'm going to go back to Pub Canuck, maybe enjoy a nice adult leisure beverage, and call it an evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out tonight. As always, I am very appreciative. Scrota Scratcher. Don't be surprised if someday someone reports you and you have to change it. Watch me play those characters, even though you know nothing of the game. Latro is just it. First of all, it's very respectful of the Lord of the Rings IP. But basically, it is a WoW clone for most, basic game functions. Similar to FF14 or Star Wars: The Old Republic. A WoW player sitting down at any of those games is not going to have any big adjustments. If he sat down at Guild Wars 2, he would have a significant adjustment. The game plays very differently. But I am going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you guys very, very much for hanging out with me, as always. I really do appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow, possibly early, because tomorrow is the launch of Guild Wars Reforged. If you're not familiar with it, it is not a remake or a remaster of Guild Wars 1, the original. What they've done is they've added some polish to things like the user interface, certain small graphic settings, sort of the sharpening up like some of the shadows and stuff. Also, they're now making, I believe, a $20 package to buy all 3 expansions, basically the base game and the 2 expansions. There'll be a lot of people streaming it tomorrow, both old hands at Guild Wars 2 players, new players, and some significantly big players of other games who've never played are going to be giving it a try. So there'll be a lot of people playing it tomorrow. I will be one of them. I might start early. In fact, I'd say it's likely I will start early, but I don't know what time because they haven't announced what time. My guess is because they have a podcast at 11 a.m. Pacific tomorrow. Before 11 a.m. Pacific, I would think 9 is the normal time during the summer that they launch stuff. I'm not sure now that we're in standard time. I can't remember. I believe instead that would be 8. I won't be playing at 8. So, but sometime probably before noon Pacific time, I will probably start streaming Guild Wars Reforged. I have a character I've already created, and I spent a couple of days playing with him some, so I won't be starting off in the pre-searing. I'll be starting off at the, partway through the post-searing, for those who are familiar with Guild Wars 1. Anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. Back tomorrow early. Again, thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your Tuesday night or Wednesday morning goes great. Take care, and